everyone. Today we are going to discuss the anharmonic oscillator. So, there are two types of the oscillators, simple harmonic oscillator and the anharmonic oscillator. So, simple harmonic oscillator obeys the selection rule delta V is equal to plus minus 1 and the bond should be perfectly elastic. So, when we consider the real molecules, they do not obey the laws of the simple harmonic motion. The real bonds, although they are elastic and not so homogeneous as to obey the Hooke's law, F is equal to Kx. And when we are going to stretch the bond between two atoms, it will be stretched and at some instance it will get break. So, the molecules dissociates into the atoms. Thus, although for the small compressions and the extensions, the bond may be taken as a perfectly elastic for the larger amplitudes, say greater than 10% of the bond length. Okay, so consider the HCl molecule. When we have the HCl molecule and we are going to stretch the bond between this H and Cl atoms. So, it will be get larger or expanded or its extension up to 10% of the initial bond length will be occurred. And the behavior of the molecule must be assumed it is much complicated. So, a purely empirical expression which fits this curve to a good approximation was derived by the scientist P.M. Morse and its curve is called as a Morse curve. So, see in this diagram, here is a Morse curve, or you can say that it is a Morse potential curve. So, here bond is not a perfectly elastic in nature, then it does not obey the rules of the simple harmonic motion, it does not obey the Hooke's law, then here dissociation will occur and it is not a perfect parabola. So, these are the conditions of an anharmonic oscillator. When we see the simple harmonic oscillator, this is a perfect parabola. But in case of the anharmonic oscillator, the parabola is not a perfect parabola. So, the parabola or the Morse potential curve or the Morse curve which obeys a equation, and that equation is here. Capital E is equal to D equilibrium in a bracket 1 minus exponential of A in bracket R equilibrium minus R and whole bracket raised to 2. So, this is the equation. Here capital E is the energy, dEq is the equilibrium dissociation energy, then A is a constant, then R equilibrium and R are the internuclear distances. So, this is the equation of the energy calculation by using the Morse curve. So, see here is the one curve is given on the y-axis, there is a V divided by SCDE, and on the x-axis there is a in a bracket R equilibrium minus R, or A in a bracket R minus RE is given. So, you can consider the next diagram for the calculation of this. So, see here is one diagram. Suppose we have taken the H2 molecule here and H2 will get dissociated as a H plus H atoms. So, when we have the H2, the stretching will be applied to the H2 and we can get the expansion of the bond between two H atoms, and one stage the bond between H and H atom will get broken and we will get the dissociation of the H2 molecule into two atoms H and H. So, in this diagram we will see exactly how the bond will get dissociated and the parabola will be not a perfect parabola. So, see here, this is the perfect parabola, but our anharmonic oscillator does not show such kind of the parabola, and this blue line shows the parabola for the anharmonic oscillator. So, H2 molecule get dissociated into two H atoms, and that energy required for dissociation, this is called as a dissociation energy, and this is a dE. So, dissociation of a H2 molecule into 2H atoms. So chemical bond energies D is called the equilibrium dissociation energy. So this much amount of energy is required for the dissociation of the H2 molecule into 2H atoms. So this is the diagram which is given in our book. So here on the y-axis there is energy, on the x-axis there is internuclear distance. So see here on the y-axis the energy is given 0.5 dq, then dq and 1.5 dq. Then see here, suppose we have the H2 atom, H2 molecule, and we have to dissociate it into the atoms. So here are the transitions shown and the vibrational energy levels are there. V is equal to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and so on. Okay. So V is a vibrational quantum number. And here are only 3 transitions shown: 0 to 1, 0 to 2 and 0 to 3. So there are the 3 transitions, and these transitions are called as a fundamental absorption, first photon and the second photon respectively. So see here the dissociation energies are given from V is equal to 0 to the last state of the energy. The energy is a D0, and the equilibrium energy is from the 0 point to the last end point, that is the D equilibrium or the dissociation energy of the molecule. So we can get the 3 kinds of the vibrational wave numbers: omega bar E for the first transition, for the next transition 2 omega bar E, and for the last transition 3 omega bar E. So these are omega bar E. This wave number is called as a fundamental absorption. Then twice omega bar E is called as a first overtone, and the thrice omega bar E is called as a second overtone. So this is a diagram of the vibrational energy levels and the some transitions between them for the diatomic molecule which obeys the anharmonic oscillator rules. So here is the energy of that allowed states or the allowed vibrational energy levels is given. Small a is equal to omega bar E in a bracket 1 minus xc. Then another bracket is given again, xc into in a bracket V plus half, bracket complete. In next bracket V plus half. So this is the equation. EV is equal to omega bar E in bracket 1 minus xc, V plus half, bracket complete, into V plus half is there. So here omega bar is a oscillation frequency. So simply omega bar is here oscillation frequency, and xc is unharmonicity constant. So unharmonic oscillator frequency, that is omega bar oscillation, because in the vibrational motion the molecule is continuously in the vibrating motion or it is in the oscillating motion. So here the oscillation frequency, that is a omega OSC bar is equal to omega bar E in a bracket 1 minus xc into V plus half, bracket complete. So this is the equation of a omega bar OSC. Then the ground state energy calculation is given. E0 is equal to omega bar E in a bracket 1 minus half xc, and its unit is per centimeter. So E0 is equal to omega bar E in a bracket 1 minus half xc. This is the equation to calculate the energy, and we see that the 0 point energy differs slightly from that for the harmonic oscillator. So here one term is again included. E0 is equal to half omega bar E is there. So E0 is equal to half omega bar E in a bracket 1 minus half xc, and unit is per centimeter. So here you can add half. So E0 is equal to half omega bar E in bracket 1 minus half Xc per centimeter. So the 0-point energy of the anharmonic oscillator is slightly different than the energy of a simple harmonic oscillator. And the selection rules for the anharmonic oscillators are found to be delta V is equal to plus minus 1, plus minus 2, plus minus 3 and so on. And now we are going to find out the population of the states. V is equal to 0 to V is equal to 1. So as we know, the maximum population is at the ground state, that is the V is equal to 0 state is the maximum population containing state. Then the first transition is V is equal to 1. So we can calculate the population of the ground state and the first excited state transition. So V is equal to 0 to V is equal to 1, that is the transition. And suppose we will take the system is at the room temperature and the spacing between two energy levels is 10⁻³ per centimeter. So we have to calculate the population of that transition V is equal to 0 to V is equal to 1 by using the Boltzmann distribution law. So here one equation is given, NV is equal to 1 divided by NV is equal to 0. It is equal to exponential of, in a bracket we have to put the values. So the values are SC nu bar divided by KT. So equation of the Boltzmann distribution is Ni upon N is equal to exponential of SC nu bar divided by KT. So equation is written here and all the values are written. So N V is equal to 1 divided by N V is equal to 0 into exponential of minus 6.63 into 10⁻³ into 3 into 10⁻10 into nu bar is given, which is equal to 10⁻³ divided by K is a Boltzmann constant and whose value is given 1.38 into 10⁻23 into 300. So after calculating these values on the calci, you will get the value exponential of minus 4.8. So we will calculate the ratio of the population of the ground state and the first excited state, that will be 0.008. So we can say that the population of the first excitation or the first transition, that is nearly equal to 0.01. So the population of the V is equal to 0 to V is equal to 1 transition is equal to 0.01. So we will get the three transitions, as I have said. Omega bar E is the fundamental absorption, then the twice omega bar E is the first overtone and the thrice omega bar E is the second overtone. So we will see how that came. So see here, when V is equal to 0 to V is equal to 1 transition occurs, we can get the difference delta V is equal to plus minus 1, and the transition is of the maximum population as compared to the other transitions. So we can calculate the change in energy delta E for the first excited state minus the ground state. So I have written the equations and written all the values. So after finding this, we will get this equation for the first excited state energy difference. So the difference is omega bar E in a bracket 1 minus twice Xc per centimeter. Same way we can calculate the energy change for the next transition V is equal to 0 to V is equal to 2, and here the difference between two energies levels, that is the delta V is equal to plus minus 2. 2 minus 0, it will be plus 2. And here the small intensity will be observed as compared to first transition. Then we can put all the values V plus half omega bar E minus Xc, V plus half bracket square omega bar E Xc minus the ground state values, half omega bar E minus half bracket square omega bar E Xc. So after finding or after solving these brackets, we will get the equation twice omega bar E in bracket 1 minus thrice Xc per centimeter. Same way you can calculate the transition energy of a V is equal to 0 to V is equal to 3. So delta E is equal to V plus half omega bar E minus V minus half omega bar E minus half xc omega bar e. So after calculating this, we will get the equation thrice omega bar e in bracket 1 minus 4 xc per centimeter. So this way we can calculate the change in energies for the first transition, second transition and the third transition. So respectively we can say that this is the change in energy of the first transition or the fundamental absorption, then this is the change in energy of the second transition or the first overtone, and this is the change in energy of the second transition and the second overtone. So 0 to 1 this is first transition, 0 to 2 is the second transition, and this is a 0 to 3 transition. So for 0 to 3 transition we can say that it is a second overtone. So delta E is equal to thrice omega bar E in bracket 1 minus 4 xc per centimeter. That much change in energy we will observe for the second overtone. So by using all these three equations you can calculate the problems based on the enharmonic oscillator and find out the frequency and the enharmonicity constant. So here omega bar E is the frequency and the xc is the enharmonicity constant.